After a seemingly never-ending 4-month wait, the time has finally come. Our third PSA submission has returned, and we cannot wait to show you guys the results. But first, attention all One Piece fans. The Buds will be running a giveaway of an illustration box featuring the beautiful Nami and Boa Hancock promo cards for one lucky subscriber on the road to 1,000. To enter, all you need to do is like, comment, and subscribe, as well as be a resident of the United States. Anyways, guys, that's it for now, so back to the video. All right, guys, let's not waste anyone's time and get right into it to show you our great results. Now, if you guys have watched our previous PSA return videos, which I'll throw up right here, thank you so much, and thanks for returning back on our journey to see what we get back on this submission. Typically, what I like to do beforehand is I like to pull the cards to the side that are of value, so I can go ahead and show you guys those in a chronological order. However, for this one, I just opened the box right now from PSA, so we're just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna pull whatever card it is, and we're gonna show you the grade. However, if it's a super expensive card, I'm gonna put it to the side and save it for last, just to build up a little bit of suspense for you guys. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get back right into the video. First card I see here is a One Piece card. Let's see what we're gonna have here. Oh, we're starting off with a good one already. We have the Miss All Sunday SP from OP06, Wings of the Captain. This is a card from my personal collection for submission. PSA 10 on the Miss All Sunday. God, one of my favorite card alts for Nico Robin. Card that's been going up pretty heavy in price lately. Love to see that one come back with that grade. Following that, kind of a little bit of a card you wouldn't expect to see graded. However, I just love this art so much of Ace. You have the Fire Fist event card here from One Piece. I think this is from Kingdoms of Intrigue. It's either OP03, OP04, I believe. But let's see what we can get in this guy. PSA 10. Love it. We're starting off hot here, folks. And again, similar to what I've done in previous videos when it comes to PSA submissions, what I'll do is I'll keep a pile to my left for 10s, and the right will be 9s and below. So we're going to see how we do on this submission. Full transparency, I did already look at the grader's notes. I'm sorry. What do you want from me, guys? It's a 4-month wait time right now for PSA to get slabs back. Like, I can't resist. Okay, so this one's going to get a little bit spicy. And the reason why I say this is I got these cards sequentially graded, as in every tournament winner card from the 2nd anniversary, which is the Sabo, Ace, Luffy. I decided to get it graded sequentially. I think these cards are super cool. I also think the Three Brothers, having anything with them is going to be pretty good and valuable. This is for my PC. Let's see what we can get. Can we get all 10? Can we get all 10 graded sequentially? First one's going to be Sabo. PSA 10 for the Sabo. Great start there. I think here comes all the rest of them as well. Here comes the rest of them. We have the Luffy. Look at that. I mean, I just love that stamp on there. 2nd anniversary One Piece winner on there. Luffy. PSA 10. We've gotten 2 of the brothers so far. Can we get the 3rd brother? Now, I did do a little bit of a boo-boo, which I'll show you guys in a second, but we have the 3rd anniversary, the 2nd anniversary winner card. Again, beautiful stamp on there. We have Ace this time. PSA 10. So, as you can see, we have a sequential set of the 3 brothers in the tournament promo cards, which is great. That's absolutely huge for us. However, where I made the mistake was I didn't realize when I submitted these in that these cards actually have an order in which they go. So if you look here, luckily this doesn't say it on there on the tag. It could be much worse, actually. No, it does show it. So we have Sabo at number 1. Sabo's actually the 1st promo card, and unfortunately in the sequence it's the 3rd one. So it's kind of reversed a bit. I don't know what I want to do with this. I'm kind of torn. Again, I love those cards. I'd love to add my PC, but I don't know. I'm really bummed I kind of screwed up the sequentialing on it, and I kind of don't want to pay the money to get it regraded. So I don't know. That's a me problem. I'm the one who made the mistake. Anyways, we're gonna move on, guys. Regardless, happy to see PSA 10 the sequential set. Next, it looks like we have the One Piece pile here. Only we have my Eustace Captain Kid SP from OP07. Great art on Kid here. PSA 10. Beautiful card. Looks like the One Piece manufacturing is staying true to all the hype and promotion. I don't think I've ever not gotten a 10 on a One Piece card, and we're gonna knock on some wood there because I did just submit a very expensive card, which I really need to get a 10 on. Save for later video. All right, guys. After that, we have the Charlotte Pudding SP from OP08. Card I got from my boy JKA. PSA 10 on the pudding. SP cards for One Piece. Again, anyone who's seen my collection video, I'm an SP manga and promo card collector, so love to see these SPs come back. Okay, now we're getting into some Pokemon here. We have the non-Pokemon Center Prismatic Evolutions ETB promo. PSA 10 on this guy. Huge for us. I mean, we submitted a lot of those, and they didn't do as good as we were hoping for some of them. So I'm really happy to see that one in the 10 right away. 10 pile still growing right now. Have not hit a 9 so far. Can we keep it up? Following that, we have the Greninja EX, and it's going to come across as a little bit of a weird card to get graded. However, we thought it was going to be gradable, and anything that we can get graded, we prefer to get it graded just because, worst case scenario, we will gladly give it away to our community, guys. So you might be seeing this one coming soon to you on one of our streams. We have the Greninja EX PSA 10, the ultra rare from Twilight Masquerade. The 10 pile continues to grow. Following that, we have a big one. I'm gonna keep this one right here in place. I'm not gonna put it aside, just because I think we might have some bigger ones ahead of us. So stay tuned. We have the Greninja EX, the Black Star promo from Shrouded Fable box, from the Shrouded Fable blister box. PSA 10. This is a card that AJ was actually able to pick up himself and was able to get the 10 on it. So really, really great job, AJ. After that, we have the Mew EX from Pokemon 151 PSA 9. All good things have to come to an end, folks. That is our first 9. Take it. It happens. It is what it is. So I can't complain, though, about the ratio of 10s to 9s. After that, we have the Sleepy Mew from Crown Zenith. One of my favorite Mew cards. I know Mew is just one of those Pokemon with so many good cards with great art, but this one's got to be one of my favorite. PSA 10 on the Galarian Galaxy. Sleepy Mew from Crown. 10 streak coming back. Can we keep it up? We have the Lacey SIR from Stellar Crown. This is one for my own personal collection that I submitted. Can I get the 10? I get the 9 on the Lacey. Would have liked to have it for my PC, but alas, it's what it is. Also, by the way, guys, if you are noticing the playmat, decided to mix it up. I brought up the first anniversary playmat that I just got recently, and I absolutely love the Wano art style in the set, or in the anniversary set. I think it's fantastic. So happy to be able to put some use to the playmat. Following that, we have the Ends Reshiram from Japanese. I think this is Battle Partners. Again, a card I personally pulled. PSA 10 Japanese manufacturing. Can it hold true for us? Can we get all 10s on Japanese cards? We're gonna find out, because we have some more Japanese cards coming up. We have the Brock Scouting from Battle Partners. PSA 10 on that one as well. I mean, the 10 to 9 ratio, I know it's getting hard to see at this point, but it's looking so far so good for the submission. After that, we have the Iono's Kilowattrel from Battle Partners. PSA 10 on that one as well. Super fun card. Iono Kilowattrel, one of my favorite cards from Journey Together and Battle Partners. And then following that is again another one of my favorite cards from that set. You have the Lily's Rabombi. Look at that art. I just love that anime style look. It just looks so good on the card. PSA 10 on the Lily's Rabombi. Looks like we're just hitting all the Japanese cards. I'm seeing nothing but Japanese cards again, guys. Did not organize this in advance, so. After that, we have the Hyper Rare Enzorark, a card I pulled myself. I thought this was one of the cleanest cards I've pulled in terms of card quality and centering and everything. So, shock me if I don't get a 10 here. PSN 10 on that one. Great. After that, we have the Enzorua PSA 10. Journey Together, and it has such good trainer card arts. I mean, one of the best sets I've seen recently when it comes to the trade. Oh, I'm going to interrupt myself. We're going to put that one to the side, folks. We're going to put that one to the side right there. That was the Jolteon SIR from Prismatic. Definitely want to throw one to the side for the end of the video. But to continue what I was saying, I think Journey Together is a really underrated set, and I think the art on it for most of the trainer cards is fantastic. So definitely love having all this stuff come back as a 10. We have the Furret, again, another adorable card from Battle Partners. Coming back, PSA 10. This 10 stack continues to grow. After that, we have Iris's Fighting Spirit. I think this is a card that has some potential to go up over time. Typically, trainer cards in Japanese of female characters, the market is usually pretty good when it comes to those, so I thought it was worth a shot to get graded and see what happens with it. Got back PSA 10 on that one, as I'm actually going to make a second stack for the 10s because they're just growing so astronomically. Right now, we have at least roughly a dozen 10s and only 2 9s, so submission going great so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. Next up, we have the Whaleyard from Japanese Battle Partners. Again, another just great card, great art. PSA 10 on the Whaleyard. Love to see it. Following that, Hisuian Growlithe from Twilight Masquerade. We're back to the English cards. This is a card that we submitted previously. Got a 9 on it, so we're really hoping to get a 10 on this one. PSA 10 on the Hisuian Growlithe. Woo! The 10s are just coming. The 10s are coming. Can we keep it flowing? Can we keep it flowing, folks? After that, we have the Raikou V from Crown Zenith, a card I personally pulled. Can it get to 10? Can it get to 10? PSA 9. I spoke too soon. It's on me. I spoke too soon. It happens. This is a card that I thought looked really, really clean. But now that I'm looking on in second glance, I can totally see why this got 9. Definitely a little bit off center in the front. Happens. That's why I gotta be really good about scanning. I like to scan my stuff 2 or 3 times before I submit it, and fortunately one slip through. It happens. After that, we have the Pikachu promo. I think this is Scarlet Violet base promo. Such a great card. I love the art on this one. It's turning into a classic promo card at this point. PSA 10 on the. Oh, sorry, that was Paldea Evolve, by the way, not basic. Paldea Evolve promo card. PSA 10, great. And that is another big one. We have the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith. I'll put that one to the side. Oh, and that is a really big one. So we were definitely going to put that one to the side. That was the Greninja SIR. I'm actually going to organize how I want to do this. That was the Greninja SIR from Twilight Masquerade. A monster hit. I will go ahead and put that one to the side as well in order. Hopefully that's the last one you do. All the huge cards are just right next to each other. Okay, all right. So we're going to put that one to the side as well. Zapdos EX SIR from Pokemon 151. Arguably, in my opinion, Zapdos, one of those Pokemon, just has so many great cards. So many cards with iconic art on it. This is one of the best, in my opinion, with the birds in the background flying. It's just so great, so great. Can we get a 10 on it? Keep the streak alive. PSA 9 on the Zapdos. Good news is that was a card I actually pulled. So that and the Venusaur I actually pulled in my video I made, which I'll go ahead and link right here at this point, where I did a box battle challenge. It was Blooming Waters box versus Pokemon 151 booster bundles to see which one had the better hit rate. So that was actually one of the cards I pulled on known video. So it's cool to get that one back. That and the Venusaur both were in the submission, so pretty cool. Next up, we have. Okay, this is an Eevee Pokemon Center promo, so again, we're gonna sneak that one to the side. Got to be clear on that one. And the next one up is also a Pokemon Center promo. So then from there, we'll move on. This is just, okay, this one is a regular Prismatic Evolution ETB with the Eevee. PSA 9 on that one. I've noticed the grading on those Prismatic Evolutions ETBs have been pretty hard. Do you guys agree? Have you guys been submitting them yourselves? What has been your return rate on them? In general, I feel like the promo cards have been pretty hard to grade recently, so typical manufacturing, I guess, with English Pokemon cards. But after that, we have another Eevee Prismatic Evolutions promo card. PSA 9 on that one as well. And then the last card in the regular pile before we get to the real heat. Another Eevee Prismatic Evolutions ETB promo. PSA 10 on that one. Ending it with a bang on that one. Great. Great. Love that. Really big for the program. And now, folks, we're going to get to the real nitty-gritty here with some absolute heater cards. Starting off first, we have the Pokemon Center Prismatic Evolutions ETB promo card. This came from AJ's PC. He was able to snag a couple of these off the Pokemon Center website. Lucky man, him. And he decided to submit them. We'll see what he can get. PSA 10 on this one. Congrats, AJ. An absolute monster and a beautiful card. I think these Pokemon Center cards, it's crazy thinking it's just the stamp on there, but given the difficulty it is to acquire those, especially with the queue system and everything now, I think those are always a safe buy in terms of buying long term. And given it's an EV, that's huge. Really, really big for him. After that, we have another Pokemon Center Prismatic Evolutions ETB promo. Can AJ go back to back and get 2 10s on his promos? PSA 9 on that one. Honestly, can't blame him, and I can't complain about him either. Can't blame him for wanting to submit that. Can't blame him for taking the chance to get a 9 back as well. I think that's a solid investment, honestly. You're paying $17 in order to have the shot of getting a card worth several $100. Whoo! All right, folks. We have the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith. This is a card that came from my personal collection, one that I picked up about 4.5 months ago, just right before we did the submission. It looked gradable when I grabbed it. Can it be a 10? Was I right? Let's see. PSA 10 on the Crown Zenith Mewtwo. Honestly, this is probably my favorite Mewtwo card. I know everyone's getting hyped up about the DR Mewtwo right now. That's a cool card, has some pretty cool art, but this, where you have Mewtwo versus Charizard, and the flip side of that, the Charizard UPC promo that matches this, I think matching art promos, or matching art on cards in general, is like my chef's kiss, is my biggest weakness when it comes to collecting. So, huge pickup, absolutely great, love to see it. Following that, we have the Jolteon EX, another card that was pulled in one of our videos, which I'll go ahead and I'll put up right here. This one was pulled by AJ when he did his Prismatic Evolutions pack opening when the set first came out. Absolute monster hit. Can AJ get the 10? He's already been doing so. He's already got 2 out of 3 10s so far. Can he get a third one to make it 3 out of 4? PSA 10 on the Jolteon. A massive return for AJ. Love to see it for the man. Well deserved. Again, what's so cool about this return is a lot of these cards, actually all these cards, except for a couple of them, are ones that we either opened directly in our videos or were cards that we were able to pick up. So a lot of stuff available to go in the PC, or if we want to move it through giveaways or through other means, we can. Following that, I know I mentioned it earlier, I alluded to it, the Venusaur EX SIR from Pokemon 151. This card is one I pulled myself in the video with the Zapdos, where I did the product battle. So, can this one get a 10 and get added to my PC? PSA 10 on the Venusaur SIR, going straight into the PC. My goal is to get the Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur both in a PSA 10 in my collection. Already have the Charizard there from our first PSA submission. Now we have the Venusaur added. Only thing left is Blastoise. Can I get one? Can I get one? We'll see. And that leads us to this card. A card that has eluded AJ and I for years at this point. So before the TCG Buds was even in existence, and AJ and I were just doing pack openings for fun and for collecting, Twilight Masquerade was probably the most purchased set that we had because we wanted this card so bad. Unfortunately, we were never able to get it. I was able to pick it up right when the market started to go down a little bit. So I did pay a little bit over what current market price is on it, but I think this card is great. I also think that it's my favorite Greninja card. I love Greninja's Pokemon. Really been wanting to add this one to my collection. Took the chance on it when I got it. When I went to submit it and find folks at Lucky Ball were doing the scanning, they didn't think it was gonna be a 10. They thought there maybe had a little bit too much whitening in the corners. I said, let's give it a shot and let's see what happens, folks. So 4 months waiting, all for this moment. Is the Greninja EX gonna come back as a 10? Will it be added in my personal collection? The answer is yes. Huge pickup for the PC. Immediately going in the case right now. PSA 10 Greninja EX SIR from Twilight Masquerade. One of the biggest modern grails, in my opinion, that is around. I think this is a really safe card moving forward. It again, it's a really popular Pokemon with great art, really hard to hit. All factors that lead into a good card to hold on to in the future. So, huge hit. Absolutely love to see that. Personal collection is going to grow by a little bit today, which is great. That's what makes collecting so fun. Hey everybody, Future Nick here. I realized I was editing this video that I forgot to add one really important card to our PSA return video that I actually got a little bit earlier. So a backstory on this card is that I actually pulled this card while I was in Disneyland of all places. I was there visiting my family. I just met them in downtown Disney, grabbed some dinner, celebrating a pretty big event in my life. I don't normally share this, but I'm actually an attorney now, so I actually just passed the bar a couple months ago, and I pulled a pretty crazy card that ended up sending to PSA. I did the 10-day return time on this card since it is a very expensive card. However, I feel like I wanted to add it to this PSA return video just to share with all you guys. So, although technically not part of our last PSA submission, it is a new card that got graded from PSA since our last submission, so I'm just going to add it in. And that card is going to be this beauty right here. The Umbreon EX SIR from Prismatic Evolutions. Again, to continue the backstory, I was in downtown Disney visiting my family. We were waiting to get some food at a restaurant as we're waiting for a reservation to come up. I brought a lot of product with me for all of us to open. It's kind of a little bit of a celebration. And I bought, because my sister is a diehard Prismatic Evolutions fan. I bought one ETB, and I said, you can have whatever you want. The one thing I want is a Sunbreon if you hit it. I grabbed the pack out of the ETB, and I slowly start going through one card at a time. I get to this card in particular. I raise up the card in front of it slowly, like I always do, try to make it a little bit sweaty. And I saw the bottom of this card, and I knew immediately that it was only one of two things. It was either the Sunbreon or the Ceruledge. As I slowly started to raise the card more, the realization came to me that, holy shit, like this actually just happened. I really just hit this card. Did everything in my power to not just start yelling in public like an absolute psychopath. I started doing laps around the area where we're at, put it in top loader immediately, send it PSA. Anyways, probably one of the most out-of-body experiences I've ever had when it comes to trading cards. It's a card I'm going to keep forever just because of what it means to me and what it memorializes in terms of an accomplishment that arguably is one of the greatest achievements, if not the greatest achievement that I might be able to do as a person, which is a pretty crazy thing now I'm saying that. But anyways, guys, here it is. I'm sharing it with all of you. The Sunbreon, I'm going to call it the Disney Sunbreon from now on, from my personal collection. Can I get a PSA 10? PSA 9, regardless though, won't hear a single complaint from me. I was just flabbergasted I even pulled this card in of all places. It had to be there at that time. Sometimes things in life happen for a reason. Anyways, guys, send you back to the main video now. Overall, guys, let's go ahead and show this off here. So for the 9s, we have we have 7 9s. It's a 35 card submission and 28 PSA 10 slabs. Overall, a really successful PSA submission. I know it would seem like it took forever to get these cards back, so I was really happy to see the grading results come back the way they did. Again, really happy with what HO was able to get graded, what I was able to get graded, and we'll see how well we want to handle the rest of the cards when it comes to either giving away for free through our streams and on our YouTube channel, or if you want to sell them on our eBay page. So a lot of interesting decisions to be made. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. As always, we really appreciate you guys being here and supporting us. If you can, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you picked up anything recently from PSA that you waited a long time for, that you're really happy with the results, or you're really bummed with the results. And that's it, guys. I'll catch y'all